Welcome to Journey Beyond Overland. This is the place where your adventure can begin. My name is Chris, and along with my husband Bill and our dogs Rue and Rourke, we love driving these Jeeps all over this country, exploring as far as they'll take us. And today, we're enjoying breakfast at a Hipcamp in Ohio called Altenbrauch Farm. So what kind is this one?
Biscuits and gravy is my favorite.
I need to buy more of those for you.
It's so good. I don't know how they do it.
Just in case you're curious, Bill could wax poetic about the Mountain House biscuits and gravy for probably the next half an hour if you wanted. And no, we're not sponsored by them. We buy them and he just really actually enjoys them. Kind of weird to me, but he does enjoy them.
Look me up, Mountain House.
For the last 2 days, Bill and I had stayed overnight at the Hipcamp called Altenbrauch Farms in Vinton County, Ohio. This place is massive, so massive it feels like you're dispersed camping. Sadly, today was the last day of the weekend, and we were headed home. But first, we wanted to stop and check out what Altenbrauch had to offer.
Holy crap, I didn't know that.
So this is the solar shower. It only has about 10 or 15 minutes of hot water, and that's dependent on how much sun hits that black tube right there.
You're complete with poison ivy. Just kidding.
Yeah, there's no poison ivy in here.
It looks like that was some kind of weird vine, but it's not poison.
You're just being weird.
Is that normal than usual?
Yes, it's normal for you to just be weird. There's also water right there. So here's your check-in kiosk.
This is actually a pretty neat place.
This is a very nice place.
I've seen that bottom right sign before. It is a good thing.
It is.
Did that.
The limit of liability. And then you have items that you can purchase here if you need them.
You just got to say you have a farm, and I guess they do.
Yep. So you can buy firewood, first aid supplies, camping supplies. There's a whole bunch of things you can buy here if you decide to. Ooh. Here are other things that you can purchase. Everything from fire starters, fire colors, citronella candles, lighters,
Interesting.
flashlights, wipes. I think those are wipes. Nope, that's another fire starter. They're not wipes, they're fire starter. And then this is like that paracord bracelet that has some survival gear on it. There you go. Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. If you'd like anything like that. Altenbrauch Farm is a few hours away from where we live in Ohio. And so if you've followed us for any length of time, you're bound to know that the likelihood of us just driving home is pretty much zero. Instead, we'd located a trio of moderate trails, a perfect loop to stop and enjoy on the way home. But first we had to put a whole bunch of miles of that bucolic, beautiful Ohio scenery behind us. And when we suddenly found ourselves driving through a tiny little town with something that looked like this, we knew we had to stop and investigate. Some double chimneys at this side. Nelsonville Block produced bricks for things like sidewalks, buildings, roads, and water and sewer systems in this area. I think it does say Nelsonville. The two downdraft brick kilns that you can still find here at Nelsonville Brick Park were built in 1880. It's all collapsing in on the inside. This little free park is tucked into an obscure place at the edge of Nelsonville, right next to a whole bunch of storage units. Back in the heyday of Nelsonville Block, these would have just been two of probably over a dozen kilns in the area that created thousands of bricks every year for local and regional projects. That's pretty cool. Got the opening up top.
I don't know how they laid them up there that made them stay like that.
I don't know either. This is the ceiling.
Defies gravity.
It's probably physics or something. But it's just amazing this one is still intact. It probably won't be for long because there's a lot of stuff growing on the outside on top of it. So come see what I can. Leaving Nelsonville behind, we headed to Dawley Cemetery Road, where we promptly stopped to air down the orange Jeep. You see, she'd just been hanging out at the base camp all weekend, not having any fun. And today...
Come on, Wonder Woman.
Today, she could get out and exercise those tires. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. We have left the Altenbrauch camp, the farm there. Really nice camp.
Did you want to give me a gimbal or what?
He always does that when I'm trying to talk. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to the camera right now. Are you going to come get one? We'll see whether he comes to get one or whether I have to walk back and give it to him. But anyway, we are on Dawley Cemetery Road, according to OnX. There are a couple of moderate trails in this area, so we've come up here so we can try some of these moderate trails. Here's Bill getting a gimbal so he can try and do some filming this morning.
If I can find it.
It's right in the bag.
You're so organized.
It's right in the bag. All he's got to do is open the bag. That's where all the camera stuff is. Hey, look at that. He found it.
If you look at my Jeep, I got a nice clean floor and seat right here.
I got too much camera stuff.
All right, I got a gimbal. Oh, this is just the one I want. I think I was using this one
No,
last.
you want the other one.
I don't know if I know how to use the black one.
He doesn't know how to use the new one yet. It's not that hard. It's pretty much like the last one. So yeah, we use our cell phones. We have gimbals. We have tried Home Pro. They die a lot. As in, when you splash them with mud, they don't care for it. They die. We had to replace them several times. So we're trying the DJI ones. They're not too much more expensive. In fact, I think they were actually cheaper than the Home Pro one that I had originally. So we're going to see how they last. The most recent one we bought, we did get the DJI insurance because I love it on the drone, because unfortunately, I'd love to tell you I never crashed a drone, but things happen. I've replaced a drone, I think, twice under the insurance. I think I only have one more free one left. But I've got one more year left on the extension. So on these, I think it was $16 for a 2-year coverage. If I have to replace it once or twice, it's very, very worth that. And if I don't have to replace it once or twice because they're of better quality and they don't care so much about getting splashed with mud and water, I would love that too, because then it means I found a quality gimbal that stands up to what we're doing. It's a cell phone gimbal. It's not a regular camera gimbal, because we can't afford the nice cameras and I probably wouldn't know how to use one anyway. All right, Dawley Cemetery. Let's see what we see. Dawley Cemetery Road looks like one big fish hook, with the hook extending far over into the east. And so we decided, so we didn't miss anything, that we'd drive out to the eastern end first. This is the very unremarkable end of Dawley Cemetery Road. The road up here, it wasn't that hard. It was a couple of mud holes, things like that. So it may not be worth it to drive up to this end, because really all you're going to is the oil infrastructure in the area. So now we're going to turn around. We're going to drive the entire trail back the other way, and we're going to see whether Dawley Cemetery can be remarkable in its own right, or whether it's really just an oil access road that may not be bad practice for somebody who's a new driver, but otherwise it may not be worth it. We'll see. This guy's seen better days, but beware, they're out here. So this is the Atkinson Fire Tower. There's some area down by the main road where you can leave your vehicle and walk up here. It's not a very far walk from the main road. The road has been really, really easy. We have gotten off of Dawley Cemetery and now we're on, I think it's the James Road. So far, it might be a level 2 that we've driven on, other than the real far end of Dawley Cemetery, which was a little bit more moderate. But there's nothing up there. There's almost no reason to drive up there. So you've got the fire tower here. Yeah, it's a cool fire tower. Sadly, you can't climb it. It's all completely enclosed in a fence and locked in, so you can come out and enjoy it. Might be a nice place to stop for lunch, but otherwise, it's just somewhere to stop.
There are plenty of ticks.
There are a lot of ticks out here. A lot of mosquitoes, a lot of ticks. Don't forget your bug spray. This is now Brady Road, and Brady Road's a little more interesting than the two-wheel drive roads we've been driving on, James Road and most of Dawley Cemetery. So we'll have to see what else comes up, because it's a little more fun than this. Brady Road is only about a mile or two long, and it's rated as a level 4, likely for some of these washouts. But really there's nothing here that a stock four-wheel drive vehicle couldn't handle. If you drive Brady Road from the east to the west like we did, eventually you'll come across this orange caution triangle. Just past it is a private residence that looks a little leery of visitors. So just keep driving and drive responsibly. At this point, we'd driven everything in that loop except for the far western line of James Road. Well, this is the view out my window right now of that area that'd probably be just marsh, except for the fact that the beavers decided they wanted to dam this up and turn it into a lake. And that's above us by several feet.
Yeah, imagine if it just broke right now, we'd be gone.
Oh, we'd be washed down.
It goes all the way across.
Oh, crazy beavers, thank you.
That's not even a real lake.
So yeah, I don't know if you can tell this from looking at this, but this lake behind us is several feet above the roadbed, because of this beaver dam right here that's holding it up. There we go. A little bit better sunshine on my face. Yeah, this beaver dam is literally holding this huge bunch of water up above the roadbed by several feet. Check that out. I mean, where else do you get to drive through something like this?
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, and foot brakes. Please not today.
Yeah, I think normally that might be just kind of a marsh out there before the beavers built their dam.
That's very cool.
Now it's a pretty lake, but I don't know how long it's going to stay.
No, me neither.
All these trees are below the water line now.
The track beyond the beaver dam was completely and drastically different from every other road we've driven today. about this trail is not only all the pinstriping, but the fact that it is so narrow, you really can't get good shots for video.
Yeah, I shot out of the top for a little bit, and that didn't work either.
Yeah, I decided I'd rather be in the ruts than go sideways.
I'm on the left side. That was the best spot. Now I'm in the ruts.
Yeah, pretty much when you get in the ruts, you're stuck. You can't get out again.
Wish I would have got that shot.
According to this, we're about to join the road that we've already driven. It's basically a two-wheel drive road. Welcome back to Normal World. Thanks for joining us on today's trio of moderate trails, or, well, somewhat moderate trails. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you come back again next time, this is what we have in store for you. Welcome to Betty Bowman Road on the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. Do you know you're in the middle of the road? Yeah, it looks like a pain in the butt. Are you having fun, my dear? We hope you'll come back and join us again then. But in the meantime, until you do, make sure to go out and find your own adventure.